Tonight, with Title 42 expiring in just a few hours, concern is spreading across the country as officials are bracing for a rise in border crossings and a worry that there's not enough resources to handle the rush.
You see the wall and then you can see the fence. It's really like 3 walls that you need to jump and you're inside already.
In El Paso, Texas, Brian Salazar can see the border wall from his backyard. And up until recently, that didn't bother him much. That is, until the latest influx of migrants leading up to the end of Title 42.
It's like, you don't feel safe now. Like, it's crazy. I could be honest, I feel more safer in Juarez than El Paso because a lot of immigrants are just coming in. Like, we don't know, like it's crazy at this point.
Have people tried to come into the property here?
Yeah, it's already a regular thing. We're getting used to it, but it's like, it's getting under control. Like, a lot of people try to get in the backyard, inside the house, the front, and yeah, we could imagine how other neighbors are living too.
Brian shot this video last week of 3 people scaling the wall and making their way into his neighborhood.
You never know their intentions, people trying to come in your house.
That uncertainty prompting him to buy a gun.
What kind of weapon did you end up purchasing?
Like a rifle. I'm 18, but I could purchase just rifles, not 21. But as having your license helps you a lot. Makes me feel safer. You know, people coming in, don't go in the property. Like, I'm not trying to kill no one. Like, we know our laws here in Texas, and you gotta be respectful with your property.
A similar sentiment shared by Brian's neighbor, Tony Lopez, whose family has lived in the area for more than 40 years.
For those people that live in other parts of the country that haven't seen this or experienced this, what do you want them to understand about this?
That it's not safe. It's not, you don't feel safe in your own home, and I don't know what their intentions are. Like, it's good or bad, but they do tend to hide in people's houses also in their backyards.
800 miles away, similar concerns near the border town of Brownsville, Texas, where Governor Abbott has deployed the Texas National Guard dressing in riot gear, while families in Matamoros, just across the border from Brownsville, are carrying what little they have. This baby placed inside a suitcase as they make the dangerous crossing of the Rio Grande River.
Hola, hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, mijo.
Hola,
Con
hola.
permiso, con permiso.
This migrant camp in Mexico has swelled to well over 2,000 people.
This is every day. Buenos días, hermano.
Pastor Abraham Barbary works with One Mission Ministries in Brownsville, bringing water and food to the camp a few times a week.
There's a family that is about to cross.
A family? Oh my gosh, there's a baby.
He takes us to the river point, where we witness a family placing a baby on an inflatable mattress, attempting to make the cross.
So this young mother right here just got to the camp today, and she's already choosing to go across. She says she just doesn't have the time to wait for an appointment. She has a 1-year-old with her and 2 young little girls that already went across.
There are times that I'm ready to quit because it's overwhelming. This has been going on for too long, and it's just difficult.
Does it feel like we are prepared?
No. My biggest worry is that a lot of people are going to arrive and find themselves stuck here with the over 2,000 asylum seekers already here that are struggling to survive.
Here is enormous.
Major Sean Storrod is in charge of the more than 900 Texas National Guardsmen assigned to the El Paso sector. They help set up this wire along the river, armed with rifles and dressed in military fatigues. They're often stationed in places along the border where there is no federal presence. But they aren't allowed to detain migrants and in most cases have no arresting power.
I tell my soldiers this all the time, right? Treat the migrants with dignity and respect. They're human beings just like we are, right? They're looking out for their families, right? But they don't have the information that they need. Under Title 8, there's a consequence. And under Title 42, there was not. And we need to be out here at our concertina wire informing the migrants of this so they have the chance to turn back now.
What is the long-term plan here? Could you be here for weeks, months at a time?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So we are prepared to be here indefinitely because everybody has a theory about what's going to happen when Title 42 ends, but nobody knows.